What's good, y'all? True 2106 here, man. I'm gonna get y'all my thoughts after this.
One of the coolest people I ever met was a transgender woman. Daphne Dorman is her name. A white trans woman laughing loud and hard at everything I said, especially the trans jokes. Very puzzling. Turns out it was her dream to be a comedian, and I was her hero. It's very moving. I could not dislike somebody that felt that way about me. We became fast friends. And when I needed an opening act, I called her on the phone. And she was like, fuck yeah. And then the show became something cooler than a show. It became like a conversation between a black man and a white trans woman, and we started getting to the bottom of shit. And at the end of the show, I go, oh, Daphne, I said, well, that was fun. I love you to death, but I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. And she said, I don't need you to understand me. She said, I just need you to believe that I'm having a human experience. She didn't say anything about pronouns. She didn't say anything about me being in trouble. She said, just believe I'm a person and I'm going through it. You know, I believe you because it takes one to know one. And it was a great night. And we all went backstage and was just talking shit and laughing, and Daphne stole the room. She had everyone cracking up, telling us all these crazy stories about shit she be into. I pulled her aside and I said, you are hilarious. I didn't know that when you were on stage. I said, you're doing some things wrong, but I can help you. I said, anytime I'm in San Francisco, why don't you open the show for me, and I'll just try to give you some pointers. And she grabbed me real tight, hugged me, squeezed me, and I pushed her all violently because I'm transphobic. I said, boundaries, bitch. When Sticks and Stones came out, a lot of people in the trans community were furious with me. And the hardest thing for a person to do is go against their tribe if they disagree with their tribe. But Daphne did that for me. She said, punching down on someone requires you to think less of them. And I know him, and he doesn't. He doesn't punch up, he doesn't punch down, he punches lines, and he's a master at his craft. That's what she said. Beautiful tweet, beautiful friend. And when she did that, the trans community dragged that bitch all over Twitter. 6 days after that wonderful night I described to you, my friend Daphne killed herself. True story, my heart was broken. I don't know if it was them dragging her, I don't know what's going on in her life, but I bet dragging her didn't help. I was very angry at them. I was very angry at her. I felt like Daphne lied to me. She always says she identified as a woman, and then one day she goes up to the roof of a building and jumps off and kills herself. Clearly, only a man would do some gangster shit like that. Daphne would have loved that joke. That's why she was my friend. I got in touch with the family and I started a trust fund for her daughter because I know that's all she ever really cared about. Now,
Alright, man. So, tricky subject we got here. Alright, so starting off, I really felt like he wanted to cry the moment he told this joke. I saw it on his face. He really wanted to cry. Why the backlash of what he said? No clue. Because he really didn't say anything that bad. I really felt like he told the whole story just to tell her story to see if y'all would react the same way that he felt. But y'all didn't. And that's real messed up of you. It's Like he said it at the beginning of the special. This probably will be my last one. And then he ended off by saying he's not going to do another special until we all are laughing the same. So how could you really sit there and say he dislikes you? How? If laughter is his job and one person is secluded from that laughter and he just admitted to not doing anything else until everybody can laugh the same. And what's heartbreaking about it is if anybody really watched the special and paid close attention, he was really close to crying. He was. I don't know how he held it back. Like that joke hurt him to say, but nobody saw that. They only saw him supposedly beating down on people. My question is, if everybody gets their feelings hurt, why is it okay for I don't want to objectify and say these people, but that's the only word you can say. So the question would be, if these people are the only ones we can't offend when everybody else gets offended, and maybe I can say let it go. No, some people really don't let it go, but why is it so bad that you are offended? Doesn't that make you human? Like, you should still be human and still feel offense towards stuff, yes. But he didn't mean to offend you, and he told you before it even happened. He even told you stories about himself. So how could you say he's really offending you when he knows the people that he was talking about? Knows the situation he was talking about. It's not like he was talking like he wasn't there. And nobody had sympathy for his friend, because I hear y'all talking about him, but he really did. I feel like he really did this special to shed light on his friend, because he misses her. He does. He really does. There's not really much I can say about this. It's not my place to say stuff about this. Like, I really try to stay out of conversations like this because I would like to talk how I want to talk, just like how everybody else would like to talk how they want to talk. Only difference is I'm grown. I will allow you to talk even if it offends me. I will not take my offense on you because that's your point of view and you are allowed that. Just like how I am allowed my point of view. But it's True 2106 here, man. I don't have much more to say because I don't want to offend nobody and be the next person. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what I'm doing wrong if I am doing something wrong. That way I could make adjustments for the future. Oh man, the world we live in.